Hey sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing a little sit down talk about how I feel going into my first year of teaching. I'm holding my camera because I wanted to kind of chat really quick because I've already filmed it and I'm starting to edit it and realizing a couple things. But I wanted to kind of preface this video by saying that you can tell by my body language and by my looks on my face that I feel very nervous. And it's not because of the video, it's because of going into my first year of teaching. That's just the raw emotion that I have about it. But I wanted to kind of share that with you guys and let you know that I really filmed this because I wanted to remember it for myself. I want to remember how I'm feeling right now. So it's not the most well thought out video or the most best spoken I've ever been. I'm trying, or I wasn't trying to do anything. I was just really showing you guys the raw emotion behind how I'm feeling. Not that it's all bad. I'm just nervous and excited, and a mix of those two emotions in me make me feel real weird. But I just kind of wanted to preface that. So anyways, my name is Michaela Barnhart. I'm a second year first grade teacher, or I will be in the fall, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. All right, so basically for this video, I don't know how long it's going to be. I just want to kind of chat and tell you guys my worries about going into my first year of teaching and how I feel and what I'm excited for and just all of the mixed emotions that I'm having because there is a lot. But yeah, I don't even know where to begin. So I don't really know what I'm going to title this video either because there's going to be so many emotions in it. So I don't really know what to say, but you guys will already have seen that anyways. So basically going into my first year of teaching, I want to kind of provide a little, what is up with this? There we go. Okay, now we're ready. So I want to provide a little background on how I got this job and where I'm at with everything or whatever. So I started applying in, I think it was January, February, maybe. I can't even remember now. But anyways, I went through some job interviews. I had a few job offers that I turned down before I got this job offer that I took. The job that I'm taking is to do second grade at my dream school in the district that I grew up in and that I live in currently. So it is a wonderful, wonderful school. It's probably the best school in the district. I'm so excited to be working with them. But I really wanted to do third grade. I did my internship at this school for all of last school year, and I was in a third grade class, and I loved third grade. I absolutely loved that age. I loved what they were learning. I just loved everything about it. I got along really well with all the teachers in third grade, and so we had already formed this little plan of me being the next third grade teacher. But I didn't get offered third grade. They said they weren't hiring a third grade teacher. I got the option from the principal to choose either second or fourth grade. I ended up choosing second just because I felt like I would fit in a little better in that atmosphere because the older kids kind of scare me once they get a little bit older and they start developing these attitudes and they're starting to figure out their place in the world. That kind of scares me a little bit. And so I thought the second graders would still be in that not necessarily always sweet because I'm not naive. I know they're not always sweet, but I felt like they wouldn't be as attitude-ish maybe as the fourth graders. Who knows? They might be. We'll see. But that's why I chose that. So that's kind of a little background on my teaching, how I got to where I'm at and where I'm going to be this fall. So going into my first year of teaching though, because I've never been in second grade, I am extremely, extremely nervous. I'm very scared of what second graders are going to be like because I'm so used to third grade. I've done third grade not only in that internship, but in almost all of my internships and placements. I've always been in a second grade class once. And it was for a short-term thing. It was only 3 weeks. So I'm very nervous as to what this is going to look like. I'm also really nervous because of the standards, since I'm used to all the third grade standards, trying to go down to the second grade standards where they don't necessarily learn the same things that the third graders learn makes me very nervous because I got very comfortable with the third grade standards. So I guess just the grade change in general makes me super nervous. So I don't know about that, but I'm very nervous when it comes to switching from third grade to second grade. Other than that, I feel very nervous about the new team that I'm gonna be with. Like I was saying, I got very close to the 3rd grade team, and they've actually texted me over the summer and like wished me good luck and told me I'll be fine, and that my students are super like, you know, lucky to have me and all kinds of stuff. But I'm very nervous on how I will fit in with the 2nd grade team. I don't know how they plan. I don't know if they sit together and do all their planning, or if they plan individually or anything. I have had 2 of my team members reach out to me over the summer and just like welcome me and tell me if I had any questions to reach out to them. So that made me feel a lot better than I used to. But I'm still very nervous, just gonna be like finding my place. I'm nervous about, you know, all of that. I'm also very excited. I feel like I can't be super negative because I'm not just nervous. I am very excited to go into my first year of teaching. So it's not like I'm just dreading it or anything. I'm one of those people that likes to know what I'm going into. And you can't really do that with your first year of teaching. You know, everybody just kind of has to, I guess, figure it out on their own with the help of other people. But there's no way for me to actually know what it's going to look like down to like the second every single day. And that just bothers me sometimes. I'm that kind of person, so we're just gonna have to get over that. But I'm also a little nervous about how my classroom is gonna run, and I feel like this is something that every first year teacher is probably nervous about, because like I was saying, you know, I don't know what it's gonna look like every day. And I am basing everything that I know mostly off of 3rd grade, because that's where I was at the beginning of last school year. That's the only grade that I've been in at the beginning of the school year. Usually my placement started like halfway through, and so I didn't get to see like the setup of everything. But I also know that 2nd grade is going to be a lot different than 3rd grade, and so I'm trying to make adjustments where I think they should be, but still not quite sure what that's going to look like. So I'm really nervous right now that like I'm gonna set something up that's not gonna work for 2nd graders, or I'm gonna plan something for the first week of school that's not okay for 2nd graders, and they're just gonna look at me like, what are we doing, woman? Get it together. That's like my biggest fear right now. I'm also very nervous about, like, a big fear of mine is that people, like my parents in my classroom, will question the fact that I'm a first year teacher and whether or not I am, like, I guess good enough for their student. And like, that's fine if they do. I mean, if they're a parent and they're just wanting the best for their kid, that's what we all want. And so I understand, but I'm also nervous that that's gonna, like, somebody's gonna be like, oh, you're a first year teacher, really? Like, can I request someone else? Like, that's gonna like tear me apart if somebody says that. So I'm really nervous about that for like open house and stuff like that. So I don't know, very, very nervous though. But like I said, on the flip side of that, I am very excited. I'm very excited to meet my kids for the first time and meet my team. I'm very excited to be able to like get our planners out and sit down, hopefully, if they plan like that, and like plan out the first week and talk through activities that I think would be fun and what they think they're gonna do, and just kind of like mesh everything together to figure out our first week. I just really want to have a collaborative community that we can like really work together, and so I'm super excited to see if that's how they are, and just in general, just to meet them and start setting up my classroom. I did get a date. I can start setting up my classroom July 20th or the 21st. I'm not really sure, because in the email it said that I could set up after the 20th, but then it also said you can come in on the 20th. So I don't know if after or on, I don't really know. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do there, but anyways, I am very excited to set up my classroom and just kind of see it all come together and start feeling like this is real, and, you know, really start getting in there and getting started. So I just wanted to film this little video because I've been having all these mixed emotions in me, and I felt like it would make me feel better if I just said it out loud and kind of put words to it, but also just to kind of document for next year when I'm in the same position, or not the same position, but going into my second year of teaching, I can look back and see like, oh wow, you know, I was so worried but everything went okay, or I was so worried and I was so right to be worried. But I just thought it would be fun to kind of document how I was feeling right now and what I'm expecting. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I know this is probably not the most interesting video in the world, because I am doing it pretty much for my own good, just so I have something to look back on and remember how I was feeling at this point. But I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you have any questions about my teaching journey or anything like that, you can definitely leave them in the comments below. I think I'm gonna do a little sit down chit chat again this week at some point about my internship and kind of give some tips and my experience with it, so that anybody is going into their internship, they can check that out and maybe learn something from me. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure that you like and subscribe so you can stick around for all of the fun videos to come, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye guys.